Men don't talk about their feelings. That's what they tell us.
No, we talk. We just joke our way around the truth.
Yeah. And they wonder why we're pissed off, tired, and one bad day can blow it.
We're not experts.
We're not therapists.
We're three loud guys in our 40s who screwed up, kept going, and learned some hard shit the wrong way.
We're going to argue.
Say the wrong thing.
And sometimes, accidentally, say the right way.
This isn't self-help.
This is self-honest.
If you are barely holding it together, like us, good. You are in the right place.
Welcome back, degenerates. Yeah, we're live again. We're going to go ahead and do another podcast today. If you're listening, you probably just listened to our episode 5 about men and loneliness. What we're actually going to do with this one is we have a listener, Andrew, who sent us a text message / email, asked us some questions. So I figured it'd be a good time to do that and answer some questions, maybe have that type of conversation and see where we go from there. So on this one, Brian's camera / phone that we're using, a phone, died. So he is not going to have any video. So it's just going to be Kevin and I whenever we're talking. I'm probably going to put it on Kevin whenever Brian's talking because no one wants to see my face that much. So let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. Okay. So what's going to happen, guys? I'm going to go ahead and read this as soon as I find it. Where'd it go? That wrong one. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and have some conversations. I know Andrew has some stuff in here, and we're going to just ask some of the questions that he asked, and we're going to just have that conversation about it. Again, guys, before we get started, go ahead and make sure that you like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff to our podcast. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you're going to listen to those podcasts. So go ahead and give us a like, a subscribe, comment, send us some hate, some love, whatever you guys want to do.
Send us something.
Yep. And again, just as a reminder, we are not experts. We do not give advice. We're just giving you some information that what we would do if we were in your shoes or sharing some of our own experiences. So that's how that happened. All right. So this is from Andrew. So Andrew says, so first off, love the podcast. I'm friends with Kevin. He can tell you more about my background. But for almost a year now, I've been dealing with some stress. I can't just figure out. That's 4 or 5 ways in one. So I'm 37. I'm the type of guy who has been single, will have a girlfriend from time to time, but have never been in a serious relationship. Mainly because I was born and raised on a 600-acre farm. On top of that, I'm an only child, so I've never had anyone to share responsibilities with. I'm also a truck driver, which is how he met Kevin. So probably the reason I never had a serious relationship was because between work and farming took up most of my free time. Most women don't understand that, but I'm currently dating a woman who is fucking amazing. She is a badass ER nurse from UPMC in Pittsburgh, where she was born and raised. She hates being anywhere that doesn't have street lights. She's also a beach person, where I am a country boy. We're on the woods and mountains, where he's a woods and mountains person. Anyways, she also has a 9-year-old girl. The father of her daughter, let's put it this way. Her daughter is a mixed race child. Her father, in kind words, is not in her life at all by his choice, if you know what I mean. That's what he says. Okay. Side note is my girlfriend doesn't even... Yeah, let's move on from that. We'll just...
I thought you had...
Oh, no.
Had...
I had notes last time. I don't have notes this time because I didn't... Yeah, I'm redacting. So mixed race child, and the father is not in that child's life because of the father's own decisions that he has made. Okay. In 2016, she lost her mother, father, and brother all at once, and she lost her family. She was going to the bar to deal with that, and she ended up sleeping with a guy from the bar. And now her daughter has appeared. But since then, she's turned her life around, chased her dream to become the most badass ER nurse in the busiest hospital she can work at. So she can save other people's lives and do all the things to help families preventing going through what happened to her. But also, we come from 2 different worlds, and our relationship is like the song to the TV show Green Acres. So some of you older guys will understand that.
Green
She didn't know what I
Acres
was...
is the place to be.
Yes. She didn't know what I was talking about, but she likes the finer things in life. And I will probably never have done those things if it wasn't for her. Like, for example, she likes going out with some of the most expensive restaurants in the city to eat, but I'm still not sure what it is that we're eating. And she loves to shop. She makes really good money. But if her and I were going out how I was raised, I always like to pay. But the places that she likes to eat and go, I just can't afford. I've actually broken things off 3 separate times in this past year, but somehow we always end up back together because she tells me in her heart, she feels like I'm her person. And I'm not certain if I feel the same. Like, do I love the person I do love the person she is, but I also have a family who doesn't necessarily like her. And I think it's because of her daughters being mixed. So, with that being said, I know you guys said in your podcast you're not licensed and you're not experts, which we just kind of put out there. But if you were in my shoes, what would you do? So he's got 4 questions here, or 5 questions, 5 questions, and then we actually have an update to these, and we'll get that here shortly, where we kind of go through that. So the first question is, how do I know if they are right for you? How do you know if someone is right for you or not? How do you deal with a family drama with people who may not like her? How do you deal with going out to places she wants to go, but you can't afford, but she can? Do you give in and let her pay, or not go, or what? And how to handle a badass woman who doesn't need a man in her life, but wants you? The caveat to that, he says, I'm the first guy she's dated in 10 years. And he says, personally, I think it's a lifestyle thing. Family being in the middle is everything. Is just a reason I keep ending things, but she does not give up. So what would you guys do? Can you use this on a podcast? Get back to me, whatever works. Well, Andrew, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this and we're going to have a conversation. So after guys hearing that, I know that I kind of broke up there quite a few times. How do you know if there is someone who is right for you? Kevin, I'll start with you because you have the camera.
Well, thanks for that. How do you know if somebody's right for you? I mean, you don't always share all of the same interests, at least not in my experience. As time goes on and your relationship evolves, you tend to enjoy the same things. But what do you guys, I don't know. I don't know what else. I am so off kilter right now. I mean, I think that's tough. No, I just think like it's
right? But over time, it's habit. It's
Yeah.
proved by, right? That what you can see now and what you can see in.
So with that, Kevin, how did you know that Melissa was right for you? Your wife. How did you know that your wife was right for you?
No, just dude, we spent a lot of time together, like a lot of time together, and we got to know each other like friends, and our likes and our interests and listening to the same kind of music and doing the same, enjoying the same stuff. Back in the day, we used to love playing SingStar back in the day on PlayStation. I don't know if you remember that SingStar. We had a great time. And that's funny because not being a person who loves to be in public like that, being in your living room and be able to do karaoke right there was pretty cool. And it was fun. But like little activities like that, we had a good time and enjoyed each other's company. And we also, like, if we had to, work together to complete a task, we were good teammates with each other. We communicated well.
All right. For me, I think it's more of a compatibility type thing, right? Like, not necessarily everybody's obviously right for somebody, and sometimes you just know. But it more than anything, it's a compatibility thing. I'm compatible with this person. I get along with this person well, and we share the same type of values. So I want to see this for my family. To me, it may not necessarily be, I'm from the city or I'm from the country, or I like the finer things and I like those simpler things, right? It's how you are with each other. Like, you're able to joke, you're able to have fun, you're able to, when things get serious, you're able to not take things too personally because they know that they're not attacking you, they're attacking the problem. Those types of things. So, to me, that's what it's mostly about, is that compatibility. A lot of times we hear that, you're my soulmate, things like that. I don't know necessarily that I believe in that type of thing. I believe that we have a lot of people that we can spend our lives with, and that just who's most compatible with that person. So, Andrew, to me, if I was your friend, I would give you the advice is, if you guys get along and you're compatible with this person, you have the same goals, the same things like that, regardless of your backgrounds and what you grew up with, being being with somebody who will support you and
Mhm.
being compatible with is probably more important.
And also, I think being able to share your background with them. Being a country boy, I mean, I grew up on a farm as well. I think in not as large of a farm as that, so the responsibility was a lot less than that. But needless to say, in the summertime, we were still baling hay and we were still doing farm work each year for the animals. But I was able to have my wife come and share that experience and put in the work too. Or Melissa, when we were dating before we were married, she wasn't afraid to get in there and get her hands dirty and get in there and do some work and prove her worth, so to speak, to family members,
Yeah.
to my grandparents, to my dad, my uncle, my aunt. Yeah. We all are.
You're my lovable little dumbass.
Where I can add to it.
Which is perfect for a female to male perspective.
Yeah. And if you care for her enough, I think don't be afraid to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation to go and knock down those walls. Go and enjoy some of the things that she likes. And if she loves you for you, you know, if she wants to go to the expensive dinners, then she shouldn't mind going ahead and taking care of that, right?
And from what I understand, it doesn't look like she does mind. Okay, so the next question Andrew had, Jesus Christ. The next question that we had from Andrew was, how do you deal with a family, some family drama of people in his family that may not necessarily like her? Brian, take it away. No, I don't. I'm willing to, and I'm ready to hear what you have to say. Okay. No,
Yeah,
Brian, you're fine. I tend to agree with you with that. I mean, to me, if this woman is going to be in your life for a long time, it's a, how do I say this and not sound like that much of a dick, but kind of in a way, kind of screw your family. They're going to come back around.
If your family loves you, cares for you like they should, they're going to love the things that you love.
Right. Yeah. And then, I mean, at times you get those, and the more that family members spend around these types of people, the more, you know, that may be different lifestyles and things like that. For the most part, most people come to at least appreciate it and understand it.
And ultimately, at this point, like you said in your message, you're an only child. So at this point, the family legacy is yours.
Yeah. That's you, bro. That's you, bro.
So it is, you're taking over. And
Yellowstone. Was that Stacy? Was it the kid's name?
Casey?
Stacy.
I don't know. Yeah. New sheriff in town, so to speak. But anyways.
Yeah.
No, I just, yeah. Yeah. Follow your heart.
Yeah.
I know. Don't run away and don't be afraid of the unknown. Dude, I'm going to punch him in the
That kind of does sound like a follow your heart.
All right. Anyways, follow your heart.
Okay. Let's get back on it here. Question.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, bro. Okay.
He loves that podcast.
So the next one is the question that he had about how do we deal with going out to places where she wants to, but I can't afford. Do you give in and let her pay, or do you not go, or what? And listen, I can tell you this. I feel that a lot of times we feel like the man does need to pay and things like that. However, you're keeping your girl happy and she's not afraid or not. She's okay with paying for that types of things. She, at this point, I'm sure in your relationship, she knows the money that you make and she knows that type of thing, man. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I would, if she wants to go and she wants to pay for it, let her go and let her pay for it. Because if you're getting serious with this girl, eventually that, you know, the money that she makes and the money that you make are going to be combined into one to making one family household. And that's the way you kind of need to look at it with that. So Kevin and Brian, you guys got something?
When the bill came here, pay off. And I mean, I'm guessing that's a conversation you could have. Hey, let's find you cannot afford this. If you want to go, I'm more than willing to go, but I can't pay. I'd feel horrible that I can't pay.
Just be honest and communicate.
Yeah. All right. 100%. Kevin, do you have anything on that?
No, I just think that, you know, if she wants to go, man, let her go. Let's go.
All right.
Let her pay, man. That's cool. We're in a new world now.
Yep. All right. So question 4. Okay. So we got 5 total questions and we got one caveat that we got here. Question 4 is how to deal with the stepping in the life of a 9-year-old who has never had a male figure in her life. Any of you, go ahead.
I just think that you handle that very carefully and slowly and always talk to the mother. Ultimately, she's, you know, that is her child. you guys need to talk how you want to handle discipline in the household, whether she's going to be the one that carries that and, help hold her accountable, or whether you take the lead in that, but the mother has to allow that. And it's her child. And as they come together, you will become a family. But in the beginning, you need to let the mom say what goes with the child.
All right.
You disagree with that?
Right,
So
sort of.
Obviously, you're making a face, so say it.
I kind of disagree. I kind of agree with that. To me, that would be a conversation you had beforehand, right?
You have to.
Okay, so how are we going to handle this? How are we going to handle the discipline? How are we going to handle the leadership of the family and things like that?
Mm-hmm.
But I think if that's this, whenever whatever this is decided, you jump in 100% on it. Right. You can't
half-ass that.
You can't half-ass that. No. You never go just half-assed on that. You have to jump in 100% on that. You had that conversation saying, I plan to be a main figure in this girl's life. We need to talk about how things are going to happen with discipline and how we're going to back each other up, or how these things are going to happen. And not only that, but even like with having children of your own that your own child, right? You need to have that conversation where, if I'm going to discipline this child, you're going to back me up. You may disagree with me. We talk about that afterwards, or outside of
not in front
of that type of conversation, right? But we're going to have that conversation afterwards, and we can adjust course from there. But I think that once you have that conversation, I think you have to have that conversation first. But then once you do that, you don't half-ass it. You jump in 100%.
And you got to have each other's back. You can't flip-flop.
100%.
You can't flip-flop. Once you make that decision, that's the decision you make. You can come in together afterwards and change that mind. But if you go into it, stand by your word.
To become sort of passed down from generation to generation. The true answer is whatever you're doing right. Whatever you're doing, just do it better. There's tips out there, but nobody's going to tell me how to
No.
That's perfect.
But I think all of us also have to own up to mistakes too.
Yeah. There's not really a perfect father to begin with, right? Well, outside of Jesus, right? But he is literally the exception.
I don't like the direction this is.
However, let's get back on track.
Yeah.
No, I never forget about Jesus. You dingleberry. Okay. So I think we covered that. So the next one is, how do you handle a badass woman who doesn't need no man in her life, but wants you? The first guy he's dated in 10 years since everything happened. She's dated. Excuse me. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Andrew. I think with the lifestyle, with the family being in the middle of just everything, is the reason he kept ending things. But she will not give up. So what would you guys do? Dude, a woman who's not giving up on you, if you love this woman, if this woman is important to you, stop fucking ending things. Like,
let her love you.
Yes, let her love you.
As long as it's healthy. As long as she's not like staring in your windows every night and watching you sleep. I'm not even going to say what you're going to take.
That's fucking weird. Now, listen. All right, man, you got a woman that you're obviously attracted to. Obviously, you guys keep ending up together. She wants you. Let her want you. Let her love you. Dude, this one's a simple one. Man, that is something that every guy fucking dreams about, is having a woman who doesn't need you but who wants you for you. That is such a big thing, man.
It's all right to let your guard down again.
Yep. That's such a rare occurrence, bro. Take it while you can. So the last thing that we have is Andrew's caveat to all this, and we had recorded something about this couple weeks ago, but there were obviously some issues with our recording setup. But the caveat that we got the past couple of weeks is that we just found out
there's a pregnancy involved.
There is a pregnancy involved.
I guess I'm not looking at it.
So we have a baby on the way. That
changes things.
Yeah. So, dude, we talked about all this stuff. We're going to assume that everything is kosher here and everything's good. We didn't ever talk about any of this other stuff, but dude, now you got a responsibility and you love this woman. Take her and make it right. man, I mean, obviously we live in a world where things happen and fathers aren't involved. And obviously you're in that type of situation, but it seems like you love this woman. You're just kind of confused on your ideas and thoughts with her, but she sounds pretty fucking awesome to me. Take her and love her as much as you can and raise that child and love that child and love that 9-year-old girl just as much as you would, because now you have a beautiful little family. So
Yes.
go get it.
And I'm sorry, but who cares what anybody else thinks? That's it. That's all that matters. Love each other.
All right.
Sorry to let that guard down.
Yep. It's perfect. All right. Andrew, I hope this helped. And if you guys have anything else, please go ahead. Again, like, subscribe, send us a message. Let us know something. Tell us where we suck. Tell us we're awesome. Give us questions. Anything. I enjoy reading those comments and emails and things like that. So send them our way. And again, you can you can email us at offtopicuncensored@gmail.com. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere else you find your podcasts. Again, we are not experts. We do not give advice, but bro, this is what we would do. So yes, if it were me type situation. But until next time, degenerates, we'll talk to you later.
Like, follow, share, subscribe.